Those dream scrolls are a third.
The city is under attack. Let's not waste a moment. Let's finish this.
Oh. Good spell, buddy. Well played.
Let's see what.
I'm quite literally not taking damage. I parried him. By the way. Gietta.
Under my protection.
The speed up thing is definitely the best spell Gia has. Maybe if I get an even stronger weapon, she will actually be better than Marius in combat as well. Just use that and get as many attacks off as I can.
Give me a second. For you. They won't get past me.
Fucking good. Gonna thank me for saving you all.
The dream thralls just got through. Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I dream about having
Temerty's gonna have a fit.
weird, sexy sex with your mum. Anyway. Why is Temerty gonna have a fit about seeing Kai?
I, left without saying my goodbyes.
I've been gone that
Kai
long.
shouldn't be here.
Hey, fuck off.
None of you should be here.
Shut up. I'm the envoy.
You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge.
Show some respect to the person who saved your life. I
And you should
literally
respect
saved you
our
guys.
authority to protect Thirdborn from unknown
Literally.
dangers like you.
Come on, Daran. They slew those dream thralls for us.
I
Doubt
did.
she could have done that if she was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Oh, the
Are
guard
you
with some brain
smoking
cells.
Steph? The Adirans tried raising Fior. We'll be next.
Nope. Fake news. Still Groat did that, actually.
Not much of a difference, if you ask me.
There's a difference, actually.
Daran,
Actually.
you get on with it?
Fine. We just have to take precautions. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui.
Law and order.
We better get to clearing out these corpses. We'll need help. Too many to haul off between the
What
two.
corpses? They've all been turned into dust. Yeah, I want to talk about
The
it.
dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands.
Even if we heal the living lands, we still need to wrest it away from the steel garage. I think that's what I want to say. We'll stop it somehow, have faith.
I keep trying. And the world keeps punishing me for it.
No, it doesn't.
As if the dream scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness.
Maybe. That's true of the steel garage, but not all of it here.
The steel garrote are a weapon. Who do you think wields them? It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three.
We can. It won't be easy, but we'll make it.
You really think so?
Yeah,
My apologies
I'm the
for
main
acting
character,
cynical,
so
but
I think so.
it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am.
She is truly cynical. This is like the 8th conversation. Every time, Giada. Every time.
What?
Are you gonna tell me about, like, I don't know, like your cat or
Until
something?
next time.
Talk about something happy. I remember when I was doing Animancy and my cat came in and pushed over the soul controller. It was so funny, that silly cat. You know? When are we getting that combo? 4 corrupted Adra. That is insane, wasn't it? How much gold was it? 7k? 7k gold for 1 corrupted Adra. Okay.
So, animating, huh?
Indeed. A vibrant tapestry of art, research, and
Oh, she wants to talk
spirituality.
again.
Sounds interesting. I mean, the souls and whatnot.
Are you curious about the soul? Yours, or maybe someone else's?
No, just, talking.
Talking is good. If you're ever curious about animancy, you know where to find me.
He's not.
Right. Good talk. Good talk.
He's not curious at all. He
When I
hates it.
joined you, I thought we'd be exploring the intersection of the physical and the spiritual, not bickering over sulfur. Yet here we are. Thanks to you, Thirdborn will have all the ammunition they need to defend themselves. In theory.
You don't sound convinced.
At the end of the day, bullets are of limited use against the Dream Scourge.
Are
And
they?
it'll take more than gunpowder to wrest the living lands out of your Empire's clutches.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Still, maybe a little gunpowder is better than none at all. Anyway, what do I know? I'm an animancer, not a strategist.
Alright. I wanted to ask about you.
You want to talk? Let's talk.
Okay, well,
Thanks
I changed
for
my mind.
talking.
Thanks for talking. Not sure if I should keep trying to upgrade this gun. I think a new pistol. If I found a new unique pistol, I'd probably choose it over this gun. So. I don't think it's unique. Modifiers are that good.
The attack seems to be over. Everyone okay?
Thanks to me.
That was... I think I saw my uncle.
Who needs
out
backup?
there.
If you need material for bandages, I have some.
Put your
I'll
hands
even
down.
give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat.
What if all the merchants agreed to share their wares for free?
We'd run out of resources eventually. This plague needs to end. Anyway,
Plague. This plague.
did you need any?
Why was that a 6 out of 2 like intelligence check, or a out of 2 intelligence check? Is that because it's incredibly dumb? Straight up. There's a lot of grimoires, which is really cool. Kind of makes me wish I was a wizard. I mean, I'm probably gonna need Grimoire of the Spellblade. Look how cool that is, man. Can summon myself a lance? Can summon myself a bow? But yeah, I think I need a Grimoire which lets me interact with those rocks. Not sure what that would be. So obviously not elements or greater elements. Death, maybe? Missile salvo. Which does arcane. I think death would probably do it. Yeah, sparks. Sparks and storms is both electric. Although Sparks also has arcane. Sparks is electricity and arcane, as well as spirit lance. Maybe entropy as well. Some necromancy stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking it's arcane. Thirdborn boots. Those are pretty nice. There's so much money for the wards. I need more fucking money, man.
Who needs backup? We still have stuff.
I can promise both of you that at least.
Please, just let me.
God,
Look, it's her.
Could you spare him?
Oh, and boy, over here.
Godlike. Winds above. You're really here.
The voice acting in
I
this
knew I had
zone
to
took a
find you as soon
massive
as I heard you were
downturn.
in Thirdborn.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
This one's fine, it just
You're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands. We've
It doesn't
got to do
fit the
something about the
character, you know?
Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work.
nice. That thing is huge, and there's no way he killed it by himself.
Of course he did. I still hear people reminisce about him dragging it back to the shore.
I could take one.
But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me.
Yeah, I'm a hero. Maybe you'll listen to me. You're right. You wanted to talk to me?
Envoy, it's so good to see you alive and well.
Ah, you both made it. I'm glad you're looking better, guys. Whatever.
As am I, my friend. As am I.
We can't thank you enough, Envoy.
Uh-huh.
Peaceful's an interesting word.
Yes, well, the god. How have the living lands been?
Long and arduous.
Fair enough.
But we might.
Whoever lived here last
Oh,
must have left
Gamson of the
this
Grand
island
Empire.
behind.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Be safe.
Actually worth. Reload speed, damage reduction. And breakdown.
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill.
Talk to Aiko, he can't keep getting away with this. Something in the Highlands, follow up with the Swordfish since he keeps having fights break out. People climb the Leviathan.
Hello, stranger. Welcome to Thirdborn. How can the Tiranui help?
It's this guy on a stool. I'm here to claim a bounty.
Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about.
Big 1200. 1200 is nothing compared to the prices of the other.
Well,
stand on the boxes. 1200 is nothing compared to the prices in the store. Zorop chieftain named Griffin. Peter Griffin?
let me know when you've taken care of the Zorin.
Okay, I will let you know. Muy peaky. Peaky blinders, mate. Okay.
I've heard of throwing rocks at people, but not the other way around.
Coda and Dario. Bejeweled egg.
It'll be good to have just a little less crime around here.
Holy fuck, this guy looks cool. I mean, he looks like a generic, you know, undead knight, which we fought before, but the drawing is cool. Captain Targo, the legendary pirate who spent decades plundering the coasts of the Living Lands. His skeleton has been left alone in honor of his legacy. Unfortunately, he's attacked and killed several travelers recently. We should have destroyed his skeleton.
Enjoy skeleton hunting, friend.
And Sansa wants me to find another map. Found perch on a great arch with a seaside view. Big arch, seaside view. That's where he is.
Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant.
It's my toenails.
I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help.
What's up, buddy?
Ah, a kind and helpful soul comes to my aid. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know.
Why did he call me fungal
I'm
to
quite
begin asking me
desperate
for
a
my help?
friendly and discreet courier.
No, not enough perception. What's in the package?
Oh, you know, I'm just an intensely private person.
Something illegal.
My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere where they communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it.
Alright, find some graffiti to find it out. I'm picking up something illicit, aren't I?
What? No, that's crazy. You're so crazy. We certainly don't need to tell Hajime about our crazy ideas either.
Lie, I won't tell anyone.
Ah, good. Thank you. Well, looks like you best be off. Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
You hungry? Huh? The attack sounded terrible. It's getting harder.
least potions are still cheap.
Don't
I've got enough lockpicks.
Another day.
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days. Ah, noble in mission and spirit both. Truly, the Emperor chose his envoy well. I envy you to have met him. I fear he never made it down to the port. Not while I was there.
If he loves the Empire so much, perhaps he should go live there.
Calm down, let people live where they want to live. Just as bad as the people she hates. Tall grass pikemen. I think I remember those from Pillars of Eternity, actually. Who can forget the boys with the tight leather pants and great big sticks?
Now that was dignity. That was pomp. Nothing like dour Rawasai. Ugh, my maundering. Forgive me, envoy. I am Nagunu. But dear Tawe, Koa, Ranga, they saw Adir with me, you know.
Nostalgia and alcohol are a...
I am drunk on... I only wish I could invite my...
You want me to find your crew, Captain? Just say so.
You would do that?
I would. I would do that.
I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people.
Is he just trying to butter me up? Does he secretly hate Adir and he was just trying to butter me up? Where can I find him?
Just
Northeast,
to the
Oasis, and Sea.
living by, but that's our top. Deathly serious, Koa was. She's a scholar of munitions. I expect she's still... Of course. Oath.
Oh, maybe I should hire a bard. Better than off-key shanties all day. Welcome to the Dead Swordfish.
You could do with a box to stand
I
on.
wondered when I'd see you around here. What can I...
You look... She has the exact same face as the spy we recruited in Paradise Chapel.
That's an under... Actually, my supply... I'd be happy... Now.
I didn't mean to talk to her about that. Move speed while crouched and max essence, no. Ooh, 2 might. This could be perfect. Old. What do my gloves do again? Power attack damage and power attack shock damage. Yeah, no, this is great. Yeah, you can have these old fucking terrible gloves. Boots are resolve and stem. Yeah, I want gear with stats on, always. +2 might.
If you're going out to the Highlands, watch your back. They're dangerous.
Yeah, they're getting hit. Oh, you're up here now. Of course, yes. Nothing good in that book. Wait, this is like the first city where we can't just climb on the roofs as well. Like, such a downgrade.
Are they? Did you?
Yeah, I
Are
killed
they
them.
dead?
Dead, chopped into little pieces, brutally mutilated. I made it as painless as possible.
That is a salve. Thank you. All of you.
The grief you're feeling now, it doesn't go away.
Let's go, Namiho.
You'll be alright.
Yeah, Gia also lost her parents. I want to go down there and sing shanties with them, man, but I don't think that's actually part of the playable map. Nice little spot to hang out. You just sit on this little blanket so you don't get splinters on your butt cheeks. Sparkles have been harder for me recently. To pinpoint exactly where they are anyway.
Be nice if we...
Well, glad to see you.
Show Star Metal. Do you know how to forge this into anything?
I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal
Finally,
in my
new sword.
lifetime.
Might be able to skip getting
answer,
4 corrupted
no.
Ardra. Oh, you
Long
useless.
answer, still no. But the forge...
Come
But
on,
still,
where's your
Solace-
sense
Solace
of
keep.
adventure? No one can swing a hammer like you.
You were wrong, Kai.
If you
I wish
knew how
Marius was
rare
here.
this stuff...
All right, I said she would. You said she wouldn't. There's your bet.
Oh yeah, I forgot I made a bet. I just remember Marius said Solace can do it, and he said Thirdborn would be able to do it.
Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she?
Great, so
A
saving my
traveler
Star
sold
Metal
it to me ages ago.
for
Poor
Gigasword.
bastard went
in
up
Next
against
Zone.
something big out in the Highlands, limped back to town, and died a few days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew.
His hands are
She
always
could
ready
use a
for a new
strong
weapon.
hand.
How does it shoot?
If the stories I hear are anything to go by, like a kick in the teeth.
Alright, let's see it. Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. Killing an enemy deals low fire accumulation and short range power attacks deal high stat. Awesome. 6,500 for corrupted Ardra, man. More interested in the pistol. Killing enemy restores 5% of your maximum health. Taunt and gain 100% critical hit chance. Taunt and gain. Okay, yeah. When an enemy incapacitates one of my companions, I taunt them and get a lot of damage against them. Dude. It's gonna cost me so much to upgrade this sword. And I get the feeling I'm gonna find a one-handed sword of the quality I need in this area. Maybe I won't though. So I mean, whatever. Even if I do, I'll make the money back. I'll go farm something somewhere. I don't know where. Be fine, I guess.
Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo.
It's got a
Glad to
little
see
like
you're
twitch in his
still
neck.
kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nakai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Ah, like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid. Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorops, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan.
I gotta be getting close to 1,000. Wouldn't know it now. Sounds like you just sit around and complain, mate. Now you're an old fart. Stick in the mud. Chico mentioned that. So, one hero to another, how'd you do it?
Ah, let me tell you. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning. It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there, I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
Not that anyone asked, but it sounds to me like the fish killed itself.
Ah, well, those days are long past.
That wasn't
I'm
a very
sick
impressive
old man
story.
now. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. Ah, good. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another.
One hero to
I want to
another.
see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me?
Of course, yes. Let's do it.
Oh, good, good. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing.
Oh, the
When
Leviathan
left out in
part.
the air, it becomes as hot. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it sick. But now, I'm dying. Get it for me. Beyond that, well...
Still all
Good luck.
But I get it and keep it for myself. The enigmatic god of cold. Another dream. The damn things are getting worse and no draw I take will get them to stop. Garden full of vines and plants, all moving and slithering. He has the dream scourge, no? Just progressing like really slowly for him, maybe? I feel like after I read that book I should be able to just kill him. It's those skating chickens again. Missing like half their animation.
You're telling me they nearly destroyed Fior?
Yes.
Big Abaddon.
And they stole my research on the...
Oh gods, and Adiran, what is it this time?
Oi.
Don't
Cheeky
worry,
bugger.
darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why she's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you.
I'm not Ludwin, don't confuse me with that murderous zealot.
No, Adir just supports her. In arms,
No, they don't.
I know you're upset to
Shut up.
but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research.
Oh,
and who knows
gee.
what she plans for it. But you know, if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill her myself.
Try it.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthrall siege our gates, so my temper is a powder. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it?
I can give her the letter. Although I don't want her to think it's a threat. Like, the second one makes me think, I shouldn't give her the letter. Can't remember exactly what the letter said. Sure, it was something like, you know, the Stillgrower are going to come and we're going to take over your city, blah, 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 blah. Only my own. Lodwin and a Stillgrower are coming.
Does she intend to raise our home as well?
Maybe worse. Ludwine's goons stole all my research on the godless back in Fjord, and now she's a little too interested in the godless ruins here.
What do you mean?
The Inquisitor might be after the location of the garden too. We have to be deterred. Sure.
Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited.
I'm not impressed.
Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
Read about it real quick. The Archmage of Terror. Okay, that's pretty cool though. Is a mercurial figure straight out of legends, known for her unorthodox manner and unusual fixations. Okay. The ruins must hold something terribly important if Ringrim came all this way.
Maybe even an entrance to the garden. We absolutely have to go inside and see for ourselves.
Yes.
The Circle of
Absolutely.
Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try...
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. I've had to station guards on our borders to control who... I never thought I'd say this, but... So, Ludwine wants the ruins. But even if I wanted to give...
Okay. Well, I need those ruins, so if that means dealing with Ringrim, so be it.
I didn't know they made adherents with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see.
I am the bravest of the brave.
You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
If she doesn't want to be found, that's all the more reason for us to
I
go
can
look.
take on the Archmage of Terror, no
When an Archmage
problem.
like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the
Yeah, okay, I get it. She's very scary. Waste not, want not. Is it strange that I'm only more interested now? That's better, actually.
Yes, and please, I don't need to know more.
All right.
I wouldn't blame you if you choose. Head east of here. Go past the Pargrunen ruin. And Yatsley, be careful.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerty. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Tanga.
Good luck.
I'll keep Yahtzee safe, don't worry.
Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsley, I need your help with...
How exciting. We're off to see an Archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an Archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling underdressed.
Yardsley is she's actually a character. You know what I mean? Giatta, Kai, and Marius, they're all kind of typical, I guess. You know, she's just eccentric enough. She's got her own personality going on, Yardsley. Even if it is like sort of nut jobby, nutcasey, it's like it's a bit more interesting. They should have introduced me to all the companions much earlier, I think. I think the game would have been much better if I met them and got them in my party sooner.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot Thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would.
Of course they would.
Now, predictably, they're missing.
Okay, and you want me to find them?
That'd be correct. Idiots decided they'd train themselves by taking on the Zarubs out in the
Deadfall
Deadfall.
Highlands.
Figure out what happened.
Of course. I need all the money I can get, so I'll get right on that.
Why do you spend so much on glaze, Merrick? Your pots look fine.
Are you over here?
Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting.
You're hardly a lady.
I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain.
One does not simply waltz into Mordor.
Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringrim?
6 out of 10? Come on, am I never gonna be that brainy. They say the sight of her drives men to such terror they cut out their eyes and offer them.
Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Eora.
Okay, very cool.
Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Andra's titties.
Andra's
Circle
titties.
sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant.
I get it, you're a fangirl. Fan grandma. You admire her, don't you?
What's not to admire? There's no one in all of Eora like...
All right.
I have no idea why an illusionist would care for godless artifacts. Yours truly excluded.
An
of
illusionist,
course.
yeah?
There must be something in there of interest to Ringrim.
Alright, let's go.
I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Ringrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so... who's staying behind?
Giatta. Go tell Marius about Ringrim.
Naturally. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though. That would be dangerous. We'll catch up later, Yardsley. Take care of the envoy for me.
Perfect. Oh, this is...
The foremost godless expert, Yardsley packs a lot of magical skill into her small frame. A self-taught wizard, she honed her craft while dungeon diving in the runes all across the Living Lands. I mean, it says godless expert, but we found out that the godless aren't godless. Or the goddess runes weren't godless, anyway. Yardsley invokes a strange arcane power that explodes upon hitting the enemy. Dispel a magical illusion. Okay, that was what we needed. Dispel illusion. Wait. I got level 15. Do summon a bear. Of course. Draw a volley of arcane missiles. Manipulate the arcane energy around an enemy and slow them. burst into a small area of effect. Cool. Which one of these is probably going to be the best one to buff? Rate of fire for missiles? Herb spells have big cooldowns.
I once climbed that Leviathan skeleton, you know. I wasn't allowed back in town for a while after that.
That is very cool. I'm gonna climb it now. I can't get to it because of that thing, man. Can't get on that roof. Hello? Look, just climb this. What? Why is this place so bad to climb compared to every other location we've been in?
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Dude. Parkour's terrible in the zone. Alright, yeah, let's go get the package, whatever. It is here, yeah?
Ah, isn't this a surprise?
Oh, you're here?
Oh, hello there. I thought our paths might cross again. As you can see, the good people of Thirdborn have welcomed us with open arms. Remarkable under the circumstances. The Dreamscourge has struck this place with violence, bloodshed, death.
Have the Stilgrove given you any trouble?
We were ambushed in the wilderness. Their loss in Emerald Stair was a...
Yeah, thanks for the warning, buddy.
Oh, no. Now that we're under Thirdborn's we've made a few improvements to the... You might not believe it, but...
Didn't know Shadowscarp soil was rich in the necessary nutrients.
Ah, that is where the challenge lies, does it not? Though it is difficult to find... one more thing. We've made a tidy profit of our labor and...
Ooh, big 900. You sure you don't need it, buddy?
Thank you, but...
All
Go
right.
on then.
All
No
right.
doubt
Okay,
you'll be
okay.
Quilici certainly looks happier here than in the stair. As happy as he can be without me causing trouble.
Anyway. I actually wanted to read her letter again. Surrender the ruins to a deer. I could have given her that letter. Why I said made it sound a bit more horrible from the Stilgrove. I want to climb on it. I want to climb it. Wee. Yeah. Ah, whatever. Ruined. Ruined. We've talked about climbing on it so many times and it won't even let me do it. This is the silliest way to direct someone somewhere ever.
Well, at least we know where we're going.
Northwest out of town, past the dry lake bed, follow the arrows and find us under the X. Northwest out of town.
Subtle. Next time they ought to go for X marks the spot.
Okay. Nice little exploration of the town. Now it's time to do the stuff.
How do you feel about poetry?
Poetry? Why the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Do you like it?
I must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much Thirdborn blood under them.
Wait, I didn't get enough Adra? Really? Oh, I did. Living iron chunk and cave coral.
Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsley. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatsley, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good.
She is a bit dirty, isn't she? Yeah, we all need a few bad influences in our lives.
Well, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins?
She's after the garden.
She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet.
Right.
Thanks for talking.
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else.
You don't trust her?
Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then.
You seem really bothered.
Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe.
Fair point.
I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. You too.
Kinda,
For the
let's talk
camp
to
of an official
Yahtzee.
Adir and envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least.
What do you want me to do?
But I suppose this will
Carry
do
around
for
a mansion
now.
in my backpack.
As long as you have a bath, of course.
Don't have one of those.
I always ask nicely. But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind?
No, I just wanted to listen to you playing. The jar you had me fetch for you earlier, is it worth much?
I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find.
Is that how you got that burn in an old flammable ruin?
I've yet to be burned in
Burn
a
on the
single
shoulder,
flame
yeah?
trap, and I don't intend to start anytime soon. Fair guess, though. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire.
When you say everything...
I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end.
It's not even good arson then. The house still stands. Did you ever end up actually doing the spell properly?
Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators.
Yes, yes.
The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams.
My two arch nemeses. Must have been really painful, buddy.
Usually I enjoy a bit of pain.
Huh?
But this was a bit too much. I wouldn't recommend it. As delightful as you are,
No, I'm not done talking to you.
Oh, Envoy. Might I steal a moment?
Apparently you're not done talking to me. What do you need?
We need to discuss what happened in Emerald Stair, don't you think? Look, I lost more research than I'd like to count. But Fiora and its people are safe. That's what matters. Thank you, Envoy. I don't know how you managed it, but whatever you did, you averted disaster.
Yeah, I'm kind of the
That
hero.
being said, your ambassador is going to get an earful, and possibly a fistful, next time we're in Paradise.
It's obviously just the sort of limitations and the direction of the game, but the fact that all of my companions agree with what I did in Fior is a little, like, disappointing for an Obsidian game. I'd like one evil companion who's like, yeah, we should have joined up with a Steel Garrote and burned it. It would have been great for a deer. We could have taken it all over, you know? I want Ludwin as a companion. Or a companion choice, at least. But all of my companions would have really hated me. I'm only sorry that the crop situation got dire.
That's what happens when you're the breadbasket of the living lands. Sometimes things get stale. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't.
The core augur conversation options are so... they're always so negative. Make me sound like a Debbie Downer every time. Have you known Temerity long?
Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek.
Okay.
And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other... That's how I met Temerity.
Why did you sit down in the stair then if you've been everywhere?
Yes. Why did I choose to settle down with a gorgeous scientist who loves me? What a mystery.
I don't know much about
still go out
Quilichi, the
often.
gorgeous scientist, do I?
I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more.
Alright.
And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. Oh, part of it is my sparkling It's hard to hate someone when...
Is that how you wooed Quilichi with snacks?
My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach.
Everyone's mother says that.
Quilichi and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern.
He is quite handsome.
Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked.
Hooked. Giata and Quilichi seem to be close as I can say. Well, I'm not saying that. They're like father-daughter type relationship. Era.
Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice. He's probably thought the same a bit more. It's hard to believe that things have changed so. It makes you want...
Dark days lie ahead for those who call Fior Mezzoverno home. Someone must light the way for them.
When we left, Vidaro seemed to have gotten the idea.
Yeah, he did actually, get his ass in gear.
You're right. Vidaro was far too slow to act.
It was the death of his mother.
Quilici is with them. Thank
Quilici's
you,
not with them, he's here.
I feel a little... How can...
Quilici's here with us, buddy.
We've
Come on
been
then.
traveling
Give me
together for a little while.
Give me the gossip on my
I
companions.
just have to know.
Say silly things.
Did you purposefully choose such colorful company, or is that just what you attract naturally? I mean, I'm very clearly a delight, so it's obvious why you let me stick around. I'd seen Kai around once or twice, and always thought he was charming enough. He's got a sharp tongue, though. Makes me like him even more. And Marius. I don't know what's lurking in him, but I do think he should speak to someone on it. If he reaches out, do try, will you? As for Giada, well, clearly Giada is a gem. As for me, well, I'm just as riveting as you, but the boys are giving me a run for my money.
Are you implying that I'm the least interesting of our group? Dead parent trees in her basement. Yeah, that is a bit odd. I often collect oddities and mysteries. Why should my party be any different?
Oh, we'll have to compare collections. Once I
Yeah, I'm collecting you like Pokemon, bud.
You do strike me as a people person. Tell me, do you get along with all you meet?
I left more than a few broken hearts at home. Yes.
So, you'll be swarmed by well-wishers then, upon arriving home? And some very angry spouses, I imagine. And here I thought I had a wild youth exploring ruins. You might be putting me to shame, dearie.
You and Quilici have been simple and sweet all your time together?
Quilici is quite good at knowing when to be sweet and when to be sour.
Yatsli, that's my surrogate father you're talking about? Spare my imagination, if you please.
I like the implication that
you knew
the
the
rest of the
risks
party
when
members
you
are just
came over
listening to us
uninvited,
talk the
darling.
whole time.
It's on your head. Well, you've satisfied my curiosity. You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style.
Nope.
Style of fighting.
Oh.
I mean, your fashion sense is more opaque. But listening to your incantations, they could use some tightening up. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it.
Teach
What do
me
you say?
right now. Wits. Whatever you want to teach me. Let's see the traps of pride. The third one, give me one of each, maybe. But just intelligence should be fine.
If such a thing is even possible. For me, at least. What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear.
Excuse me.
Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use.
We get a buff or what? It's just telling me. Ah, there we go. 2 intellect, huge.
I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it.
Worse places than a hot, barren land filled with chasms and sinkholes.
At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatsli's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders.
Scared of spiders, buddy? What's going on with you? Where's all this coming from?
Nothing, I'm fine. Forget I said anything. I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Right. Just keep it in mind, I guess. Anyway.
Anyway.
If I must.
Do you think those Adirans were onto something?
Which one?
Were they onto something before you ended their studies? Do you think they could have cured the Dream Scourge?
I don't really think anyone but Sapadel can provide a cure. I think the only way we're gonna get it cured is through Sapadel.
You may be right. Of course, now we'll never know. I just hope we made the right decision.
So do I.
Well, we'll just have to see how it all shakes out, won't we? Had you left them to their own devices, who knows what we would have gained? A cure
Probably
might
nothing.
sound far-fetched, but what if they found treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other
People can still research the Dream Scourge, buddy.
Well, that's all I had to say.
They weren't the only people in the
I'll let
world
you get back
who
to
can
whatever
research
you were
Dream
doing.
Scourge.
Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help?
How do you cope with the stress of travel?
These sudden changes in climate always mess with my coiffure. Does Adir have good fur maintenance products? Do you have a contact for that?
Yeah, tell me about it. My hair refuses to cooperate with me as well.
Now, imagine that every inch of you is frizzing up. Truly, just a good long brushing through all my fur alone would do wonders.
I'll brush your fur if you
I've
like.
got some time before we see Quilici again, at least. It'll give me time to find something to remind him of what he's missing. In life, you make your own entertainment. I enjoy scandalizing the small-minded when I can. Quilici and I got used to the stairs early on. Thankfully, at least in Fjord, those stopped eventually. After 30 years, it's hard to still be surprised by us just drinking at the Magpie.
When did Giata enter the picture?
Oh, she was still young. Quilici offered to help her study for and prepare her thesis as a favor to her parents. She was over day and night for months, and, well, all things considered...
Sounds lovely.
You're too sweet. As much as I enjoy our little chat... Oh, but if you do end up finding any liniments, be sure to help a girl out.
Let's talk about the recurring dream you've been having.
Well, I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young?
Yeah, we talked about it 5 minutes ago. I remember pretty well.
It was an accident. And I paid for it. My parents refused to buy me more spell books for years. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire. Just flames, crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night. I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth, and that hearth was in an old library. I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls.
What kind of tablets?
Oh, everything from dry historical recountings to treatises on agricultural techniques. No romances, though. Whoever filled the library must have been allergic to them.
What's outside the room?
I don't know. I can never move around and explore, just stand there in silent vigil. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face.
What the fuck is going on in this
They do
dream?
the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something.
So the whole dream is you watch someone not read in a chair?
When you put it like that, it almost sounds boring. Maybe you just need to experience it yourself. But a low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core. And it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning.
Beat, a beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur.
You don't know the sound source, I assume?
How sibilant. No. Just that it's all-encompassing. It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, Envoy. Don't let it inflate your ego too much. I suppose we should try and get some rest now. I'll have some tea ready for when we awaken later. We really must stop meeting like this. People will talk.
Tell me a little bit about the Godless, eh?
Careful what you wish for, darling.
The quick summary.
The Godless, or the Akita, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the living
They
lands.
actually had a god, which was
They
Sapadon.
arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it.
Uh-huh.
You sound certain. Well, that would align with my own findings. But how could you know that?
Sapadon told me, dude.
Oh, well, we should definitely trust that. But dubious metaphysics notwithstanding, you corroborate my theory. The Godless are so singular.
She gonna lose her mind when I
Art,
tell her that they're not
architecture,
godless?
You never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Adir. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge. So they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua.
Izuha?
Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire. 10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso. Suddenly, the appearance of a mythical land doesn't seem so implausible.
Okay.
There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name. There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods.
Nice.
It seems like the Godless really took their
Why can I lie about it being fascinating? Yeah, a lie. Fascinating.
Don't patronize me, darling. I know where you sleep. Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you?
No.
Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand.
Okay, yes.
Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie. How could...
Tell me more.
Careful. So,
Alright. You don't tell me more. Fascinating, but really this time.
I know. Well,
Alright.
don't mind if I do.
Well, now Kai wants to fucking talk. Everybody wants to talk.
Third-born. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place.
How so?
Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller?
Yeah.
Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars.
Yeah, I saw more scars than glory back there.
Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death.
The Dream Scourge probably fucks up everything for anyone anywhere.
True. But I can't help but feel that the Thirdborn I knew 6 years ago would have
Back
faced
in
it
my
better.
day, eh?
I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving?
You need something to run to.
And right now, they're drifting. Yeah. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You brought Egwolf to Adiran justice, but then you thwarted the Steel Garrote's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides?
I follow my principles, not my commands.
That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow.
Tell me about Tama's badge.
A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rauatayan naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive. And another debt I owe him.
Alright.
Night, envoy.
Back on the road. Let's take Yatsley because we want to see her spells in combat.
Seeds of change. Their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe.
What the fuck are you talking about, Briv?
The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song.
How could the Dream Scourge taking over Shatterscarp be a good thing?
The air was not meant for voices. The soil was not meant to carry buildings. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again.
There's life there now, what do you mean?
Pilchards growing on bushes. Life that should not be here.
Oh, you get to decide where and when life should be, eh? Who are you, God? Wait a minute.
The soil. All things come from the rot.
Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot. Not everything comes from the rot, actually.
The spider devours her mate to lay her eggs.
The fuck does that mean?
We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
If one of us is devouring the other, it'd be me devouring you, alright? Shouldn't be relying on the mating rituals of spiders, okay? It's not where we should be inspired. Oh, get up there. Okay. Grr. Essence explosion. Yes. Missile battery, yes. You can use delay of motion whenever you want on your own, and I will keep my bear thing on 6. Right, cool.
Coming from your
There's
right.
nothing there. This will hurt.
Oh my fucking god, that died so quickly, man. Holy shit, that's a big meteor. Fuck it, bear time. Fuck him up, bear.
I was just getting warmed up.
Oh, chitin band. Random place to get a unique. I mean, whatever route takes me to quest first, I guess.
I still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they looked just like waves.
Can do that. Why? Whatever. Strangled Ardra. Ah, I didn't think that would work. Oh, there's a little bit I'm supposed to go under anyway.
Something happened here. A spinner lay its trap in the dark. A home became a prison became a home. We thrash against the web that binds. What must we do to escape?
Devise a plan until you can't devise a plan until you clear your head.
We pause. In stillness, we see our struggling tighten the knot. The web loosens. It soothes us.
Yes, of course.
I got this.
It's not what I meant to press, but I will. Well, just let me up. Hey? He.
What, like it's hard? That's done.
What, like it's hard? Pop it. Pop it like it's hot? What, like it's hard? Ouchie. Okay. It's a very lovely tree. After painstaking effort and a lifetime of grave robber, I have invented the darkest pinnacle of necromancy, the armor of the dead for the living. Leather so fresh it recalls back to the flesh. Don't really recognize this place at all. Isn't this an area from? Isn't this from an old area? This must be somewhere else in here. This isn't Thirdborn. I don't think. That would probably be worth being because we need the materials.
Left leg. On your right. Take it off.
Alright. Wrong button again for the potion. Keep pressing X for health.
Back in the fight.
Like, why have you disappeared away from me, buddy? Yeah, the thing's still alive, right? Sure, Yardsley's winning down there. Nice.
We have been here before. Do you hear the dust whisper on the wind?
I see a barren canyon, a place to contemplate emptiness.
A fear faced. The mysteries of life and death welcomed as friends. A mind unclouded.
The collective mind?
Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimana.
Ah, that's
one of
me.
those who speak for us. Your gift shone a different shade from others of your kind. The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you?
They're kind of jammers. Pretty good. Tried to comfort people, solve problems, give messages from the dead.
A mouth, a conduit, a welcome curiosity.
Basically a watcher, you mean?
One day, a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea.
I knew the journey would change me. I had to find out how.
A cocoon, a traveling cloak. Break down to transform the self. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors.
Okay.
Tell us.
I learned that... that we could show our love for you by caring for ourselves.
Cherish the body. Feed it. An offering of gratitude. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze.
Okay.
People had chased the water back. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food.
You never asked to be revered that way.
Trap the falcon, clip its wings.
Huh?
They feared you. They feared us. Your eyes turned up. You saw a step. A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand.
I tore the statue down.
Stone smashed on tile. We shuddered. The people's hearts inflamed. They brought their fists upon you. How could you turn against your own?
I was trying to help them.
The wild dog bites the hand that feeds. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why?
What the fuck is... the last one made a lot more sense than this one. This one is fucking going crazy. We're speaking in the present. What's happening now?
We fall. We fall.
Bye. Easy. Focus on my voice.
We cannot. We breathe. A ship in the eye of the storm. We remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this.
You did this. Why hurt yourself and the godless? How did that help anything?
Purge the poison. Let it out. The only path is through.
We're talking about a temple.
The sun rose on the barren earth. The village had tumbled down the chasm. Only ruins remained. The few who survived faced the wilds, their new home. Hunger, blistered feet. Clouds parted. Hatred gave way to desperation. They looked to you.
I taught them how to survive.
Wisdom, the purest offering.
Yes, that's me, Namana, with the old man and the little child.
A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the Ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Alright. Back stamina by 10%. Ooja. Absolutely ooge, mate. Might go back to the other zone and find the one I missed. Maybe. Can't be that hard to find, because I explored quite a bit of that zone. Alright, next is one last drink. I don't know the quickest way down. Oh my. Fuck hell. I want to kill these.
Big mistake.
Let's see how much XP it gives actually. And I'll know whether killing these enemies is worth or not. So I can kill them quite quickly with this weapon.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, swing on him.
Another glorious battle.
Usually auto locks a tiny bit, so I didn't even bother moving my mouse. I didn't see him. Oh, there we go. 225. How much is that? How much is it for a level? I need 68k to level up. I'm already like a quarter through the level. So 225 isn't that much. Oh, it's this.
You got the right idea, sister.
Why's that?
Hey there, sister. You here for a dip? Or we can get right to business. 'Cause a glint in your eye says you're here for a reason.
Your old captain is hoping to share a drink with you in Thirdborn.
No shit. Is it a special occasion? Should I wear my nice shorts?
You
I don't know about that, but I'd wash behind my ears.
It's been a long time coming. You talked to the others yet?
Why did you all drift apart? The captain said you abandoned him.
Well, you know how it is. Captain says one thing, maybe we say another. Maybe we had a deal go sideways. See, old Captain likes an empire. Loves all the pomp and circumstance. Wronga, though. Nothing gets her madder than people.
Okay.
Well, nothing divides like...
Classic politics. I'll look for the others.
Color me shocked. Short, and hey, thanks for getting...
Was the least we could do.
Just organising a little meet-up for the gang. Wonderful. Go to the Sand Sea Ruins. Is that main quest? No. Where does the main quest want me to go? Up here. I wish the water buff lasted for longer.
Front breaks.
Wait, see, here we go.
Well, if you